So I originally grew up outside of Cleveland, Ohio. As a little kid, I loved the weather and storms, so I went to a small school in Indiana, Valparaiso University, for undergrad and majored in meteorology. And I thought I was going to be a TV meteorologist one day. But after doing an internship at school, I realized I didn't like that at all. I wanted to do more research and be in the field. So I went on to grad school here at Texas Tech and got my master's and PhD in the atmospheric science department here. And then from that, ended up landing a faculty job here, and here I am. But it is definitely one of the biggest in terms of the overall production of wind power in the US. And I think part of that is because of the way the electrical grid is laid out in Texas. There's one big grid, ERCOT, that governs most of the state. And so it's pretty, the laws and regulations are much more simplified than they are in other states or other regions of the country. So it makes it a little easier for wind projects to be successful. There's a variety of reasons that make Texas a leader. And then obviously the wind resource, especially in West Texas, is exceptionally good. Anyone that lives in Lubbock knows it's windy. So the wind resource here, you have the demand to the east in Dallas and Houston and those areas. And so for those reasons, Texas is definitely one of the leaders in the country.
Texas ranks first in the country for both installed and under construction wind capacity. While supporting over 17,000 wind-related jobs, there are over 9,757 wind turbines, and the numbers continue to increase.
So the National Wind Institute is a multidisciplinary center that brings all different aspects of campus together related to weather, engineering, there's some economics aspects, legal aspects as well, but it's all a playing ground for anyone who wants to do research related to wind hazards, so how wind affects structures, or wind energy, wind turbines and wind farm related research as well.
The National Wind Institute is unique in its field, and it is the only facility that has such a wide variety of measurement and experimental facilities related to wind energy and other aspects of wind science engineering. Texas Tech is honored to house the National Wind Institute, and it is believed that it helps draw in students at an exciting rate.
Texas Tech's programs in wind energy are growing quite rapidly, and I think that college students are interested in this field because there's a lot of opportunity in an industry that's growing very quickly in the US, and particularly in Texas. There's so many different aspects of wind energy that a college student can get involved with. If you're into data analysis and modeling, you could be involved with how wind farms are sited, where they're placed, how they're laid out, things like that. If you're more of a get your hands dirty technical person, you could be involved with building the turbines, or more importantly, the day-to-day maintenance and climbing the turbines and doing all the maintenance up in the top. There's a lot of need for those types of people as well. And then there's a whole legal aspect of getting land leases and agreements to connect the wind farms to the grids. And so there's a whole variety of aspects and disciplines that are involved in wind energy that make it attractive. I am Brian Hirth, and I am Wind Energy.